What's going on, you guys? My name is Zach Hartley and welcome back to another weekly watch list video. Now, we have a huge week ahead of us because it is earnings week and we have some of the largest companies in the market reporting earnings this week. So in this video, I want to dive right into the market conditions and the stocks that are at the top of my watch list. If you get any value out of this video, remember to click that like and subscribe button and let's jump right in. Okay, so this was an absolutely beautiful week for the NASDAQ. We actually had 5 green days in a row as we came back down and we tested this 14,200 point level. We had an amazing week, an excellent recovery, and on Friday, we actually set an all-time high for the NASDAQ. So altogether, I don't think it could have been a better week for the NASDAQ, and it was very similar for the S&P 500. We had a phenomenal week, and again on Friday, we set an all-time high, which is very, very nice to see. And the Dow Jones also did extremely well. We came back up to this 35,000 point level of resistance. We closed lower on Friday, but we basically tested this level of resistance again. And the Dow Jones is within a couple percent of the all-time highs. Now, when we start talking about COVID, there are some concerns coming up with regards to the Delta variant, but the country getting hit the absolute hardest with regards to COVID right now is actually Indonesia. They're near all-time highs with regards to the number of new cases per day, and it is not looking very good, especially because that country depends very heavily on tourism, and I think with COVID happening so bad right there, they're really going to struggle for the next little while. Now, when we start talking about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin had a nice little jump up off of 30,000. That is clearly a very crucial level of support right now. We had a couple of green days after 30,000, and we're starting to move higher, which is a very nice sign to see. The next level of resistance that I am watching for is this 40,000 level. You can see that we got rejected there in June, but we are starting to make our way back up, so I'm going to be watching this one closely. Now, here are the companies that are reporting earnings this week, and as you can see, it is a very long list of big companies. You've got Tesla and Logitech on Monday. You've got UPS, 3M, GE on Tuesday before the open, Apple, AMD, Microsoft, Google, Visa, Teladoc, Starbucks, all reporting on Tuesday after the close, which is just an absolutely massive day. And then on Wednesday, you've got Boeing, Shopify, Pfizer, McDonald's, Tilray, Spotify. You've also got Facebook, Ford, PayPal, and Qualcomm after the close. Thursday, we have got MasterCard before the open, Amazon, Pinterest, Twilio, as well as Upwork actually up after the close. And then on Friday, we've got ExxonMobil, Caterpillar, P&G, and Chevron and Enbridge. So there is an absolutely massive amount of companies reporting on every single day this week. So there should be a lot of action for you to take advantage. Now, what we're going to just start with is a couple of the companies that are reporting. So number one is Amazon. This is one that I really like right now. I have a position in Amazon right now. And as you can see, we found major resistance at this 3,500 level. We actually got rejected several times right here. We broke out to 3,770 and then we came back down and we retested that 3,500 level. Now we are sitting at 36.5, and I think as we go through the next 6 months and Christmas starts to creep up on us, I think long-term Amazon is going to do extremely well. We just are coming out of a 1 to 1.5 year consolidation period. And I think this stock is one that you definitely want to hold. And I think as of right now, we have just come back. We broke out, we've retested support, and now we are starting to move higher. So I am bullish on Amazon. Now, the next company I just want to point out, because they're reporting on Monday after the close, is Tesla. Now, I do not have a trade in Tesla right now. And as far as I am concerned right now, Tesla is a little bit choppy. You can see we hit lows of 550 right here. We came up to 700 right here. But for the last sort of month, maybe couple weeks here, we've been pretty choppy. There isn't a clear direction on Tesla right now. You can see our moving averages are kind of going back and forth. And for the last little while, we've actually been trading sideways. We've been down from that high of 900. And honestly, I think there's still a little bit of pressure on the Tesla stock because of the run up that we've seen over the last 2 years. So as of right now, I do not have a position in Tesla, and I'm going to wait for a clear direction, either a break below 550, or I want to see us break through 700 and then this 720, 750 mark. So that's what I'm going to be watching for on Tesla. The next company I want to point out to you is Shopify. This is another company I have a position in right now, and they had an absolutely amazing week, going from 1,400 to 1,650. The stock is on an absolute tear right now, and Shopify has one of the best business models that you can find out there. The company is fantastic. The business is great. They're expanding quickly. They're expanding their offering, and as of right now, we are breaking out at all-time highs. So Shopify should be on your dashboard, because if they report good earnings, I think the stock could go even higher. Now, obviously, the companies that I am talking about right now are fairly expensive. You're not going to be buying Shopify, Tesla, or Amazon because of their earnings. You're going to be buying them because of their growth. So keep that in mind. These companies are fairly expensive right now if you're comparing their earnings. Now, another company I want to point out here is Facebook. On Friday, they actually broke out through the resistance here at 360, where they've been trading since the beginning of July. They broke out through that, they gapped up, and we also have higher volume right now. We've got a very clear crossover of the MACD, and Facebook stock is looking really good. Now, one topic that I want to bring up to you right now that I need to do more research on is something called the metaverse. I know Facebook is working on it, and my understanding is that it's basically a digital world that people will be able to interact in the future. I think Facebook is working on a couple of really cool projects right now. I just bought the Oculus Quest, and it is absolutely amazing. So Facebook I like over the long term, and I think this company is working on some really cool projects that we just haven't quite seen yet. Now, next company I want to talk about is Twilio. I really like Twilio. They have an excellent business model. They're basically the customer service IT side for Questrade and for Airbnb and for Uber. They're the people that allow your dispatcher or your Uber driver to call you without knowing what your phone number is. They put together that entire platform, and I absolutely love the business model. They're working with some of the best companies in the United States right now, and as of right now, we have a double top here formed at 400, and we are starting to break through this right now as we trade at 409. If we see confirmation on Monday, Tuesday of us continuing to move higher, I'm going to take a position and I'm going to ride it up to this 450 level, and if we can break through 450, we put a trailing stop loss on it, and then we ride the wave higher. Now, if you are interested in seeing when I enter and exit these positions, then you can definitely sign up for my Discord chat. That is where I post all of my trades, all of my analysis, and that is where I'm trying to build a community of traders so that you don't have to sit at home alone and do all the research on your own. Talk with us, share all your research, look at our research, and come to your own conclusions and join a community of traders that are all trying to do the exact same thing. I also post my entire weekly watch list there. You can ask me anything you want, and it's only $5 per month. The link is in the description to this video, and I would love for you to join. Now, one company that I took a position on at the end of this week was actually TAAT. This is a CBD, kind of like Beyond Meat of cigarettes. And they're based in the US. They're expanding exponentially fast, and I think this business model is absolutely phenomenal. Everything I can see with regards to similar products are selling off the shelf, and TAAT is the only publicly traded company doing it, and I believe they're also the largest. So I am very excited about this opportunity, and as of right now, I bought in because they're starting to break out. We have exited the oversold zone of our RSI. We have dramatically increasing volume right here. We have a gap between our MACD, and we just broke out of our trend line that we've been trading in for about 2 months right now. So this is very nice to see. And the stock also has a previous high of almost $5.50. So we have about a $2 profit margin right here. And I would stop out at, let's call it $2.76. So we got like, let's call it just over $1 worth of loss right here. So a nice 2-to-1 ratio. I really like TAAT, and I entered that position on Friday. Now, next company I really like, as this is another one that's a very simple pattern. We have a breakout of the previous all-time high. We have come back down and we have retested that support level, the exact same level right here at about 240, 245. And then we are starting to break higher. And on Friday, CrowdStrike Holdings Inc. actually set an all-time high of $272. So we have confirmed that level of support. We are starting to move higher, and the stock is looking very good. So this is one of my favorite patterns. Number one is the breakout, and then if it comes back down and it tests that level of support, that's where you add to your position. So I really like CrowdStrike right now. And the next company that I am watching for right now for a similar entry is Palo Alto Networks. Now, both of these last two companies have been cybersecurity companies, and I think with the digital age and everything we just went through with COVID, cybersecurity is becoming more and more important, especially after the pipeline shutdown we just saw in the US. There is nothing more important than having access and security in your systems once you have a company set up. So Palo Alto Networks and CrowdStrike, I really like the business models long term. Now I'm trying to find my entry points. And for Palo Alto Networks, what I am watching for is a breakout of this sort of 405 to 406 level. If we see confirmation on Monday, Tuesday of continuation of this pattern, that is going to be my entry point. And what I'm watching for is I just want this trend line to hold up and survive, and I want the price to stay above that short-term moving average. Now, the next company I want to point out to you is a company that I actually detailed on my channel a few months ago, actually like 6 or 7 months ago, and this is Mentis Life Sciences. This is a Canadian psychedelic company that, as you can see, has really fallen from highs of 24 cents all the way down to 7 cents. But since then, the stock has actually gone up by over 100%, currently trading at 14.5 cents. So over the last 2 months, the stock is up over 100%, and on Friday, we actually just kind of confirmed a breakthrough of previous resistance that was established back around the beginning of May right here. So I am very bullish on the psychedelics industry. I am very bullish on this chart right now, and if we see continuation on Monday, Tuesday, I think this is going to be an excellent entry point on a stock that is a good company and is making tremendous progress over the last few months. Now, the last company that I want to share with you is C Limited. I actually did a little bit of a profile on this company about a month ago on my channel, and as you can see, they are breaking out right now. We have resistance at 286, established once right here, sort of once right here, and again for sure right here. We got rejected, and now we are breaking through to $297 as we close on Friday. But we did set an all-time high of $300 even. So C Limited has momentum. This is an e-commerce company mostly focused on Asia, and they're growing extremely fast. I am very bullish on both C Limited and Mercado Libre. Mercado Libre is sort of a similar idea, but they're focused on South America. So I'm very heavily invested in these software and these e-commerce platforms. I think that's sort of my niche because they just have so much potential. The business model is so great, and the scalability and the ability to increase the revenue is just dramatic compared to other companies. Now, if you are interested in learning a little bit more about how to understand these companies, about how to find your entry and exit point, and how to read the financials, then definitely consider signing up for my Stock Market Fundamentals course. It's completely free and it's hosted on Skillshare. When you sign up with the link in the description down below, you get 2 weeks free access to the entire Skillshare platform where you can take my course as well as hundreds of other courses. And my course has over 9 hours of content. It has over 6,000 students that have already gone through the course. There's over 260 reviews for you to take a read through, and there's over 1 million minutes watched on the course. So tons of people have gone through it, and I promise you it'll be the best free resource that you can find online. The link is in the description to this video, and I would love to share it with you. Now, just as a reminder, all of the stocks that I go through on this list are opportunities that I am watching for next week. I open up my charts on Monday and Tuesday, and I try to identify the best opportunities, and then I try to take the best position in those opportunities. So make sure you're doing the same thing, and if you get any value out of this video, remember to click that like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next one. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.